everybody, Jason here, back again for another installment of this year's Ghostbusters News Halloween Countdown. And today, I would like to introduce you to my new best friend as we take a look at the officially licensed Ghostbusters Frozen Empire Garaka prop. Advertised as a life-size decoration, this Garaka received a highly limited release earlier this month and served as an exclusive to HalloweenCostumes.com. I wish I had real numbers in terms of exactly how many of these were made. At one point I heard it was within the teens. So I don't think I'd be wrong in calling this a rarity. In fact, I think this could be the very first in-hand review of this Garaka up on YouTube. So what is there to say about the Master of the Death Chill? Pretty much what you see with this massive display piece is what you get. It does match up pretty closely to the product images on HalloweenCostumes.com, and while touted as life-size, Garaka in the film is made to appear somewhere between 10 to 13 feet tall, while this prop measures just over 6.5 feet. Which I should add here for the purpose of this video, in particular this shot right here, I do have Garaka standing a little shorter than he typically should be. Like when mounted to the included metal frame, this is the height difference between Garaka and I'm just a hair under 6 feet tall. With that said, if you were lucky enough to grab one of these and you'd like to mod it and make him even taller, it would actually be really easy to do so, with the frame primarily just being these two poles. I mean, if you extended those and just made his robe a little longer, you could totally add some extra feet. And while I kind of want to do that, I don't think I'm going to, because at his current height, he stands perfectly here in the Ghostbusters News collection room. The only other part of this thing that you actually have to put together are the horns, and they just attach into the head by PVC pipe. It's rather simple, it's basic, but it works. Being made out of molded foam, the overall paint detail here, it looks pretty good, especially for a mass-produced item. Well, unsure if I should actually say mass-produced given how limited this was, but I digress. He's got his stone-cold blue eyes, surrounded by some pretty nice shadowing, and let me tell you, I've only had this now for a little under a week, so I'm still kind of getting used to it being here, and waking up in the middle of the night and, walking by this room and just kind of peeking in, looking in, and seeing this at 2:45 a.m., yeah, it's horrifying. Horrifying. Now, when we first reported on these, there was a mention that Garaka would have light-up eyes. However, at some point, light-up eyes, as in having internal electronics, somehow managed to change to just glow-in-the-dark eyes. The mouth here, it does appear to have a little bit of added gloss, showcasing his tongue and teeth, while the body, I think, has some great sculpting detail, and I especially love the lines, the wrinkles, the added paint and shadowing. There's the small little horns on each shoulder. You can make out all the neck muscles, and then moving a bit further down, there's the chest cavity as well as his stomach, and yeah, I said horrifying before, but this is just unsettling. The attached robe is made of fabric, 2 layers in fact, with the bottom being kind of like a silk. I mean, it's not actually silk, but it's silk-like. As well, the top has the feel and texture of burlap, and in turn, feeling rather tattered. The same detail work from the head and torso can be found in the arms. You can make out stuff like veins. And while you can move the arms a little bit, you cannot really position them. So again, as I said earlier, what you see with this is what you get. And more of Garaka's disgusting film-like features, you can find them here on his backside. I mean, you've no doubt already noticed that small waist, but just look at the spinal column. Ugh. And looking at the hands here, they're pretty lifelike. Well, lifelike for a phantom god deity with massively long fingernails. And I think that just about does it for our look at my new best friend, this life-size take on Garaka. I am so happy to add this one into the collection, which, given the recent addition of another HalloweenCostumes.com exclusive, the animatronic Slimer, honestly, this room is beginning to feel more like a containment unit. While Garaka is sold out, if we happen to hear of any added availability, which is unlikely, yeah, we'll certainly update you, so keep posted to GhostbustersNews.com and right here to our YouTube channel. As always, be sure to subscribe. If you'd like to join up with Ghostbusters News, check out our Patreon page. A link to that is in the description, and we'll see you right back here next time as the Ghostbusters News Halloween Countdown continues.